applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
Welcome back to another episode of In the Red Corner. We got Tomo, which is myself. We have Sleep Number Rick. Which number which nickname you want to go by today, Sir Rick?
I don't know.
Okay, we got Wake 'em Up Rick. And we got Straight to the Point Ty. How y'all doing?
Man, I'm good. I'm good to be back as usual. Let's get this episode going before I get a pillow out.
Doing amazing.
I mean, you talk about pillow fist a lot, so we don't want you to get the pillow out just yet. But for those who are new here, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. This is another episode of In the Red Corner. We are streaming from 4 different platforms, social platforms. That is, I mean, if you got YouTube TV, you understand where I'm coming from, because you could have it today and it might be gone tomorrow. But we are here at Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and on X. Make sure you share this content with someone and be a part of the conversation in the comment section as well. And some of the things we're going to touch on today. Of course, we got to do a recap from the Parker and Fabio fight. Ty, that's going to be a good one. It might be a quick one. We don't know. Then we got to talk about the tankless Thanksgiving. Tank, every time you got to fight, man, something going on. We got to figure it out, bro.
Man.
Then we got Terence making collect calls, calling people out, saying, you know what, I'm gonna just do what I want, man. I don't know if he's slim fast or he got a sponsor with Ozempic, but the way he can fluctuate weight is crazy. We're gonna talk about that. And then my man said he got another fight, but it's gonna be on another night. We got to talk about Floyd Schofield, man. Another fight is being canceled due to an injury, but then we got upcoming fights as well. We'll talk about those. And a little bit of potential fights, some things that have been announced. So with that being said, sit back, relax, get ready for some high volume entertainment. I know Ricky sound like he's tired now, but all it takes is for one comment and then boom, here we go. First topic, recaps from the Red Corner. Joseph Parker versus Fabio Wardley. Parker came in with the record of, does it really matter? Because the TKO says it's time to go. Ty, tell me your thoughts on this fight.
My thoughts on this fight is the ref stopped it too early. When the Wardley was swinging, he barely touched him at times, and then Parker like 7 seconds before he stopped the fight. So I don't know. I think they need to find some kind of way to make sure that doesn't happen in fights. Like they should have somebody in the background that can like override the referee or something, because that shouldn't happen. Because now Parker is going to lose millions, because now he loses a chance to fight Usyk. He also loses opportunity, so he loses money and opportunity off of that. Now he was winning the fight, like on 2 of the 3 judge cards, he won the fight. One had him by 2 rounds, the other one had him by 3 rounds, I think. So, yeah.
Take it away, Rick.
So one thing I would say, this fight was definitely exciting. Please, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Wardley definitely proved himself as a worthy opponent in my eyes. I I don't know if Parker. I felt like Parker. The ref stopped the fight early, but then again, I felt like Parker is a vet that he knows at these times that he need to throw more. He need to be more active, especially overcoming off that days of that 10th round uppercut. He got that's what led into what's going on. He got days going into the 11th, and then also Wardley dazed him again. So I guess the ref was feeling like Parker, as it looked, Parker wasn't giving enough output to show that he was fully there, and I felt like that's probably why the fight was called. But Parker knows to get off the ropes. Definitely staying on the ropes is a good indication, especially you not throwing no punches or being active at not even weaving. Uh, that that's a sign for the fight to be called. But I slightly do agree with Ty that the ref should have held out a little bit longer, only because Wardley did not land none of those last 3 punches that he threw when he called it. But this is disappointing for me. I'm not gonna lie. Big Parker fan, seeing how he came back in his career. And I'm still upset to see why he had to fight Wardley when Du Bois should have been fighting Wardley and Parker should have been for Usyk at this point. So whoever is blackballing Parker or whatever the case may be, man, they messed up his career in this sense. Too much of a fight to get there where you already was deserving to be there in the first place.
That's a fact. And I agree with you. I agree with both of you guys. Like you said, I went back and watched a little bit of the highlights too, just to refresh my memory of that last 10 seconds before the ref jumped in. Ricky, I'm with you. The only punch I seen him land was the last one when the ref jumped in. Like that's the only clean punch. Everything else, you just like he was like Cuba from Boys in the Hood. He's and you could tell he was on his last breath because once the ref jumped in, he just fainted. He said, "Thank you." So with that being said, that let me know that Parker probably had a chance if he would have survived that round and came back in and just maybe found a way to counter and probably would have knocked Wardley out. Just off of sheer momentum slash Wardley being tired.
That could have been Parker game plan. To be honest, they could have been trying to tire him out, but he again, as a vet, during the process you have to be as active too, so the refs don't call the fight. And I felt like even those few interactions before he got to the ropes that last time, it just wasn't enough output to show that he was fully there.
I think he had enough output. I think because, like I said, he threw a punch 7 seconds before they stopped the fight. And then, like you said, he was against the ropes, but guess what? Dude was missing most of the punches.
But you know what led him back on the ropes though? That punch over top of the head, and that's why he ended up back on the ropes.
But he ain't fall.
You right.
And it's 11th round, and he was winning the fight. It's 11th round, right? Let it go.
But this is where also your solution makes absolute sense. We need to have because boxing, we don't get no instant replay, none of that. We need to have someone to if the corner want to challenge it, have someone to be like, hey, the ref challenge that. Can we get that get that round back? Especially after, I want to say you can make a rule, make it after round 10. If your corner feel like it's a delay, we can go ahead and in that situation like Parker, we can go ahead and fight.
That's true, because don't they do the same thing when the refs look over to the corner to see if they want to call it? Like they give them enough time to say, okay, we trust your judgment on your fighter to say, okay, are you gonna call it before we do?
Yeah, like, the refs do look at the corner. But another thing too in the background, where because I watched it several times to try to get my opinion. Somebody's out of Parker's corner is getting up on the ring. So I was like, I hope he's not trying to call it.
Maybe.
So, I didn't want to look that deep into it since the ref already called it, but maybe that might have triggered the ref. We don't know.
I mean, you also said you feel like somebody blackballing him too, so it could be.
Yeah, beforehand, I still, even though he lost, I feel as though he deserved, especially one always showing up to the fights, dealing with whatever fighter, beating the boogeyman, then some. You need to give this man still another chance to Usyk, but I guess at the end of the day, maybe Usyk don't want him to see him either. Who knows?
That's what I think.
Who knows? Because he should have been for them a long time ago.
Sound like we got a duck.
Why?
I told you. All it takes is a little bit to wake Ricky up. Well, now that we got you here with us, I mean, it is November. People are passing out turkeys. I mean, this is the time to get festive, and it's very upsetting. And some would say it's upsetting me and my homeboys because it's like if you can't watch Tank fight, then what should you watch? That's some people. There's a lot of other fighters out there that you can watch. But this Netflix fight was announced. We said we don't like talking about exhibitions, but it felt like it was an exhibition, and here we go again. People are starting to get hyped. They're like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna watch it. Maybe this can turn into something. Tank chasing the bag. We see Jake Paul out there, training with Shakur. He got real fighters around him. They teaching him how to be fast with the jab and everything like that. He's trying to, make some things happen. And then next thing you know, boom. It's been announced that the fight could be in jeopardy because there's another domestic abuse allegation. Some would say it's a civil suit against Tank Davis, and Netflix is looking for a replacement. Fellas, I'm gonna start with you, Ricky, because you look very, very upset. Fellas, is the fight in jeopardy, or is this just some more chaos that's just coming to have more people watch the fight?
In the world we live in, having those allegations on you repeatedly, it could be in jeopardy, especially when you dealing with a big brand like Netflix. Uh, in my eyes, honestly, being so close to the fight, it just made me question because this happened time and time again. Do he not like money? Like how you cannot get and how you keep getting in random situations right when you're about to make millions and millions on dollars. Like you need to get it while it's hot, especially after your last fight. I'm cool with him getting the money, but we should not be having these wasted opportunities and times based on, reckless stuff that's going on, regardless if it's true or not. You should be clean or going all the way through to your next fight. At least to your next fight. But should it still happen? Or if it's going to happen, I don't know. It's not. It could be replaced. Can't say it's not like I say with this with expedition. You can't say he's special. You can't say he's trying to fight for something. He can be easily replaced, and still they would still make the same numbers.
That's true. Ty?
I wouldn't say they make the same numbers. They still make numbers, but not the same numbers. Because I don't think who's bigger than Tank in boxing besides right now Bud and Canelo. So you're not fighting either one of them. So yeah, I think it's going to lose money for Paul. It's going to lose a lot of money for Tank because I don't think Tank can get that opportunity again if he loses this opportunity. I think.
So if he pulled a Roy Jones, if it was a Roy Jones getting that ring, that wouldn't do no numbers.
Nah.
Against Jake?
Yeah.
Nah.
That wasn't doing no numbers. I'm saying not doing numbers.
Nah, it wouldn't do the numbers that
So
this one.
listen. So for these fights, honestly being said, I don't think it's the people he's fighting that's making the money come out. I think it's Jake himself, to be honest.
You think so?
I mean, everybody. It's like the Mayweather effect. I mean, you want to see him lose, right? Or is it that he has that big of a fan base that whoever he's fighting, because you got to look at it. How is he able to afford this so much to fight these people? Like he's paying these people. These boxers are getting paid.
He has a huge fan base. Like you got people that only know him. Like I talked to people like a little bit of boxing. They only know Jake Paul. They don't know nobody else but Jake Paul.
True, right? So if he was a legit fighter, wouldn't that make him A-side?
I mean, he was the A-side on this fight.
No, I'm saying though, listen, if he was a legit fighter right now, based on his status, wouldn't that make him A-side?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, a replacement is easy.
A replacement easy, but there's nobody. Like I said, there's nobody bigger than there's nobody bigger than Tank.
Oh, I just wanted to hit. I know that Ty, honestly be said. I just wanted to hear you say that again. Gotcha. Gotcha. You heard what he said. Ain't nobody bigger, so even
besides, I already said, right, besides Bud and Canelo.
Yeah. You ain't say Shakur.
You talking about pulling in numbers? See, when you say numbers, Ricky, I wanted to ask you: are you talking about the Tank and Jake numbers, or are you just talking about numbers in general? Because, like you said, there's other people that you could throw out there. He could fight Shakur, and people would tune in.
But
Honestly, I think he
I
might get
think
more
Ty argument is more so the bigger payout. Like
Yeah.
there will be
That's why I
big
was wondering
payouts, but fighting Tank will be the massive payout.
because Tank
But
is the known for
if
not.
but
Yeah,
listen though,
I get
I think it would have been even bigger if it was Ryan. If Ryan would have gotten the ring still, even though he lost his last fight. Ryan has a cult fan base.
I'm hearing it might be
honestly.
Ryan next.
I was about to say, I hear that too. But honestly, I think that should have been the fight that was announced. It should have been him and Ryan before Tank name was even brought up, because those two can sell a fight. Like, I think more people would have been. It would have gravitated more eyes and more viewership because Ryan would have did. Well, we know what Ryan can do to sell a fight, and he would have got right back in his bag, and that would have been right up Paul alley, and they could have just did the whole TikTok social media thing, and then boom, Netflix is gonna have one of the best nights of their life as far as sports.
But another thing though, if another boxer as at Ryan's status pull another move like this, like Tank, what would that say about boxing?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like how much faith? Because no, listen. When you start making steps like that, it becomes a trend. And now you going down. Now we going down a slippery slope of like expeditions and really competitive fighting.
it's 50-50 though. I get where you're going. It's kind of like with old people and when rap music came in, right? And it was like, oh, you go with that old hippity hop stuff, man. I like these slow jams. When you got it's the monopoly, because I'm trying to think, because you still got people like Turkey who are putting together these great cards, right? If there wasn't a Turkey, I agree with you, Ricky. It could be a bad slope. But I think more fighters who are just not, who probably don't have that relationship with Turkey are chasing the bag here. So they probably go that route versus, you think Shakur would do this?
No, listen to
Honestly.
this though. Listen to
You
this
think
because
Bud would do this?
listen to this. Somebody, all you have to do is have a name with your skills, right? So imagine. Okay, let's put Bud in it. Imagine Bud was to just do an expedition tour and he just fight random people.
Yeah,
Now or
man.
before Canelo?
Now
Now nobody would, they would be like, he
he at the
retired. He
top.
need to
He's at
go
the
out.
top of the food chain.
But some
So
people, boxing aficionados will probably be upset at Bud, but then other people will probably look at it like he on his way out. He just taking a bag before he leave.
yeah, but then you know what happens? Other fighters will see that as a blueprint because you're making massive money doing expeditions. You're actually just selling yourself. There's no belts. There's nobody in between you.
But Floyd did the
But
same thing.
yeah, but no, Floyd did the same thing and it didn't happen. So and Floyd wasn't back at that time. There was nobody bigger than Floyd back then. So
Right, Floyd did it.
Well, was getting paid at them expeditions.
That's what I'm
yeah, but
saying.
nobody did the same thing. See, nobody follows footsteps. Yeah, more.
We saying it, but we're about to see it now. Tank is the biggest of the biggest.
But that's only
So
almost 20 years later.
Yeah, and also people are, and I know we had the question written down just about the payday. People also know that you can put a fight on Netflix and get money, like Canelo and Bud. That was a real fight that was on Netflix. Like technically, it's just the fact that it's on Netflix that will rein in a little bit more of the money. So I think you could use this same fight card. Let's just say Shakur and T.O. was like the headliners. I think people will probably still watch it because it's on Netflix. Even if they don't know who the fighters are, they're gonna probably click in and be like, "Oh, we got a free fight." It'll get viewership there. Their Netflix is already getting money from subscriptions, so the fighters will probably get something there. So it's just about the breakdown. Will it do the same amount as far as what Jake and Tank was gonna do? I don't think so, but I still think it's just another avenue for fights. I don't see I don't see Boots going to fight Jake Paul just cause. I don't see you gotta. I think it's more so where you going, Ricky. You got to be a fighter that's not on a legacy chase. Like fighters who are going out for their legacy. I don't see them just jumping over and doing an exhibition just cause. Now the fighters who are just in it just to be fighting, they might do it. And Tank has proven that already, but not even giving Lamont the second chance to say, all right, I'll just go fight Jake Paul. Look what Lamont is going to do. Lamont is looking for another fight. He's not saying, "Oh, I'll go fight Jake Paul for some money." Shakur worked out with him. You don't see Shakur just saying, "You know what? I'll go fight Jake Paul." So I think it's the
But you calling
avenue.
on people who, again, you calling on people who don't have that status though. That's what I'm saying.
But that's how you get the status, right? If you think about it, you go fight a household name that everybody knows Jake Paul, and then you go fight him, then more people are going to probably look you up. So it can probably work in your favor, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the fact that they like, so I look at it like this: you got your legacy bunch, and then you guys do just for the money. Now, if we see one of the Charlos come out and say they want to fight Jake Paul, then we understand.
Dang, that boy good. He made a point. Okay, I got you. You did that one. Yeah, I mean, want to snap my fingers. All right.
But now, before we move on to the next one, though, I just want to ask one more question:
Okay.
Is it over for Tank?
Is it over?
Is it over?
Like for the fight, or this is
Like
career, or what?
career? This is back to back allegations of the abuse. This is another fight where you were the headliner that's not happening, coming off of the taking a knee situation. Like, is it over for Tank?
Business wise, no. He has a co-following. But one of them things is one of them situations where he can't avoid. He can't avoid big names. If he goes anywhere, he goes start getting no names and bringing them to the table to fight. I don't think he would do as good. He has to put he has to put names on him now to beat that Lamont fight. He had to have some type of name on him.
Okay. Ty?
I agree.
He kind of backed himself into a corner, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. When we found guilty though, it's over.
Okay. Yeah, nah, I think so too.
I mean, no.
Right. Who gonna show him on TV? Netflix not gonna show him. I'm not gonna show him. Where you gonna go? The Zone not gonna show him.
Look, somebody he's still bringing money. You'll see. Somebody can make something happen with him.
I think I think if he found guilty and he doesn't have to serve time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the only way he will be shown on those networks, like you said, is kind of what our point prior to. He has to now fight those names. He now has to come out with nothing but box office type fights. You can't come back. You can't be found guilty of what you found guilty of, and then fight Frank Martin. Like they're like, nah, we're not even gonna waste our time. You have to like literally do something to try to clean up. Wow, it got to be one of those things where you got to clean up your image while promoting one of the biggest fights. Like it's a help me help you situation.
Yeah.
But they also forgot he said he planned on retiring.
So if that's the case, then he's done.
But I'm gonna put it this: we can't take what he says serious, man, until he does it. Honestly, being said, he plays around with the media and his misconception. I mean, we don't know. Like again, he done did things as far as religion, and that was public. These allegations that are public, these back and forths, and quitting box. He done say he gonna quit boxing several times. That's not the first time he has said that. So we not gonna believe nothing until it's proven, because dealing with him, he definitely know how to draw in the media attention to believe that something is going on.
That's true. That's true.
Right.
Well, I mean, only time will tell. I mean, again, we don't like hearing of the allegations. We just kind of want our professional fighters to be somewhat in a good space. Like we already know life has a lot on your plate, and then you can end up in certain situations. But we just, we're here for the entertainment side of things.
Yeah.
And as we move on to the entertainment side of things, collect calls. Crawford called out Janibek. He said, "I got my eyes on you, Janibek." I know y'all see the last name. I'm not doing it today, but yeah, he called him out. And Ty, shout out to you for putting it out there that currently Crawford is at 168, right? So if he was to fight Janibek, that means he would have to come back down. And like I said in the intro, I don't know if it's Slim Fast, Ozempic. I don't know who the promoter is, but the way he could fluctuate weights and still show up says a lot. Ricky, I sent a video in the chat. Some people are saying he's ducking boots. to call out Janibek. I'm gonna start with you, Ty. I'm not gonna ask you is he ducking, but what would this if this fight was to happen? What would be the risk / rewards for Crawford?
The reward is he'll be won't be undisputed, but it'll be he'll have 2 belts because Janibek's about to fight Lar, so everyone's actually gonna fight Crawford. So he'll get 2 belts at another weight class. Then get an opportunity to become full-time undisputed if he does that. So, and then people saying him ducking boots, that sounds crazy to me because he went up 3 weight classes to fight Canelo, who was top 5 pound for pound at the time. So, and then talking about ducking somebody's not even top 10 pound for pound is crazy to me.
Take it away, Rick.
So I'm gonna go with. I'm leaning towards Crawford because Crawford has paid his dues. Leave that man alone. Did him going to 160? Because at first I was bumping my head. I was like, why is he shouting out Janibek? Why he not going out the law or whatever the case may be? I see what he's doing. Let everybody else do the hard work. I'm gonna be the champion. I'm gonna be the number one. I'm gonna be whoever got the most belts, and I'm gonna come tag you real quick. So that way, you're the best of the best of the competition. Because I think Janibek would, if he beats Law, he would have 3 belts in that
2.
division.
Wait, 2.
He already has 2.
He does?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think he already has 2.
I must be loafing then.
You can double check that for me, Ty. But I don't think he's ducking boots. It's one of them situations where he has already went up massively, and he's only
unified. He unified the IBF and WBO middleweight.
Yeah, because Law has the WBA.
Okay,
right?
all right. Yeah,
Okay.
You're right.
Okay, so I get it. So I guess Crawford is counting on Janibek beating Laura because they fight like December, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, so I get the blueprint and I like it. I like it. Get you that shows that you're going after the best. It's not just a tune up here this and that. No, give me the best fighter in that division and let me tune him up and I'm gonna go ahead and be 1 belt away from being undisputed.
I like it. I like it too because it's not like he went out and fought Lima or something like that. So
yeah, and this is somebody that's top in this division. It's not like he's calling out somebody who's not top of division. Again, Boost moved up. Boost is not top of his division. Okay, I'm just gonna be 100% honest. He's not top of his division yet, but the clock is ticking, and Crawford already pretty. I'm pretty sure Crawford already. I'm pretty sure that's a factual truth that he already gave Boost an opportunity, and something has happened. But Boots need to have again. I'm going back what I said a few episodes ago. Boots need to not even think about Crawford. You have he has his own legacy to obtain. Crawford does not need to be included in this equation for him to be great or be a top fighter. And have a name for. He already has a name for himself. I don't know why people are rumored or talking or trying to force that situation to happen or put that on Crawford. But Crawford's in the position where he can take the fights however he chooses. And one thing about it, he's not taking it. He's not taking it. He's not taking the sucker way out. He's not going out nitpicking the fights. He's actually still again going in a different weight division and getting the best that's in that weight division. So people trying to force the hand him do that. Let him do what he do. It's still it fits for me. Like this is what I asked for, and he's coming through. Keep fighting the best at the highest, and if you want to see him, you gotta get a name for yourself. It's just that simple. You want to see him, get a name for yourself. Bring some belts. Bring some money. Bring something.
Are we in the Twilight Zone? Because who are you?
Oh Lord.
Welcome to Movember. This is see you, Mo. You doing your thing, man. All right, that makes sense. So let me ask you all this, right? We all don't believe that Crawford would lose this fight. We don't want to put it out there, right? But what would a L do to his legacy?
Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing. He again. You have to look at his road, his road, his pathway. Taking an L late in your career instead of early in your career, like what can you say he did not do? At this point, what could we really say that he did not do? And then regardless, if he has an L, which I doubt that he would get one. I learned my lesson.
Be glad that bad fish, man. That bad fish.
Man, he has surpassed, and he has put the work in the way that I don't know. Again, I don't know what more do you want from him? What more do you want from him? I can't say nothing. He don't went almost out. He went a weight class from cruiserweight, light heavyweight, one weight class from that, and beat your favorite fighter. Well, mine anyway. Beat my favorite fighter. You know, I'm still shedding thug tears about it now, but there's nothing else that he can do.
I'm with you on that one. A lot of people would say, and it's exactly what you said. Now, Ricky, let me ask you this, right? Let's say Boots gets unified. The timeline of how things will happen, right? Because we know this is the fight that I think you would like to see, just because I know you are a Boots fan, right?
No.
No.
So I wouldn't want to see it no more. I've been got over that one because it's so much that. So, for example, right, Boots is not going back down to 147. So that was a dream at that division.
Okay.
Boots is at 154, right?
Okay.
It is fireworks down at 154. You know, if I feel like Crawford could fight Boots, I would probably prefer to see Crawford and Fundora. I'll probably prefer to see Crawford and Bakram. You know?
Hold on. So let me ask you this. If Boots was you said you rather see Boots and Fundora or Crawford and Fundora? I want to make sure
I'm talking about if we're gonna I'm saying now that we have 154 for Boots, right? And we keep calling Boots' name, 154 got some other fighters there that I probably would push up in front of Boots right now to see them fight Crawford.
All right, now that I fully pick up what you're putting down, let's say Boots cleans up that division.
Yes.
I know. Yeah. I'm just saying, we hypothetical world, right quick. Let's say Boots clean it up.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I will pay top dollar in Vegas.
Hey, I'm just saying, right now, you know, Halloween, some people are a little hungover, child. So there's a lot of ifs going on. But I'm just saying, if he was to clean up that division, which would be tough, but okay, I just had to throw it out there. Fellas, I mean, it's already there. We talked about it. Going off of everything that we just said about this fight, the potential idea of this fight, just the fighter that we are speaking of, I think at this point, he's hands down the GOAT, right?
I see
and
that. Now, if he goes to 160 and takes over 160, I don't hear nothing from nobody saying he not the GOAT.
And that's honest. And you know what? And that's honest being said, because at that point, it's just child's play for him right now. Because he's really gone. He's really putting himself in a position to go another division and still get not ask for a tune-up, not ask to see if I can fight at this weight class. Now it's like, skip the tune-ups, give me the guy. Give me the guy right here, right now, and I'm gonna give him a nightmare. That's how it seems like. That's Crawford recipe right now.
But they say that would be 6 division titles, 4-time undisputed. I mean, that's a resume right there, bro. You only see that in video games, so to see that in real life,
they might have to stop putting him in the household for real. They might have to put him next to Jesus in the household, like on the wall. You know, people, family members, and you know.
I think that's already there in Nebraska.
You go to certain family members' houses, and you see that, and, you know, old grandparents, whatever. You like Crawford Facebook right there for boxing.
Grandpa, who is that? Well, that's one of the baddest mofos out there. Let me tell you about Crawford.
You know what I'm saying?
Woo. I ain't heard from Earl Smith since.
Hey, Ty. So let me ask you, Ty. You know, I know you're a big fan of his, and we all are a big fan of his, right? But since you are alive and seeing greatness happen, would you move over the Ali picture and put Crawford there?
I told you number one, man. I told you that.
Hold on. Hold on. You just call Ty Father Time. You said you done seen greatness, like you seen Ali whole career.
No, because you know we couldn't fully see Ali. You know what I'm saying? Like we couldn't pay for a ticket to be in those shows at that time.
I know what
I
you're
get
Yeah.
saying.
what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, bro. You was like, I mean, you done seen it all. Tell us about
So
Sugar
we
Ray
watch a lot
Leonard.
of boxing. We watch
I
like we
know.
really watch a lot of boxing. I'm pretty sure we got hours in on hours in of fights.
I
Shoot,
got you.
Taz like me, he probably go have a random Tuesday and go back and watch an old fight that happened 15, 30 years ago, you know?
Yep.
Which makes sense. And there was another fight you were supposed to watch, Ricky, but we'll talk about that on another episode.
Oh man.
But like we say, man, we're gonna fight another night. Schofield dropping another fight. And it's been it's come out that Schofield was scheduled to face Jojo Diaz on November 8th, but he has a grade 2 sprain in his right wrist with a minor ligament damage. So they're saying that this fight is now finito. Schofield came out and said, I've thrown an uppercut and then I threw. Hold up, he said, I had to throw an uppercut. When I threw the uppercut, my hand went in the wrong position and it kind of went backwards. And now this is where you get the grade 2 sprain. Ricky, what's your
Man,
thoughts on it?
he just I guess he just the boxing klutz, I guess. I don't know what to say about him, man. Cause him and his father, they bring up so much commotion in these last few years to be about these fights and what's going on and tired of seeing what they talking about. Like, man, when you gonna fight? That's how I feel. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, when you gonna fight? Like, I understand he has an injury, and I'm cool. I understand that. I really do understand that, but it's overdue. I said that. I think I said that the past episode, the episode before that, it's overdue. Need to see him in the ring. And then another thing is, I didn't want to see the JoJo fight. I don't want to see the JoJo fight. You went at the top of the food chain.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go back down looking for scraps. Don't go back down looking for looking in the dumpster looking for scraps. No, go back up there and go knock on some doors, go kick some doors and keep it going. That's why I'm not disappointed that the fight is off, but I'm really prefer him since you snapped on Shakur door. That's definitely top of the food chain. You need to find somebody else door that knock on up there or knock on Shakur door up there or something because you need to get that opportunity back.
All I
ASAP.
ask is when you lay your head on that pill at night, know I gave you everything I had.
I'm a Kid Austin fan. Been a Kid Austin fan for years. The sad thing is, I remember when Shakur hurt his hand, how they were making fun of how he always hurts his hand and stuff. Shakur had a fight with one hand before. Fought a tougher fighter than Jojo Diaz. Also, Tank had a messed up hand one time. Fought a tougher fighter than Jojo Diaz. And won. So if you want to be in that league of saying you should be fighting those fighters, I think you should be still fighting with one hand. It's Jojo Diaz. He ain't no top fighter in 135. I think he can beat him one hand.
Matter of fact, we put it in this perspective, right? We knew you was a great fighter when your hand broke and your hand. The same thing that happened in this hand could happen in the middle of a match, the first round.
Sure could.
Yep.
And you know you're a great fighter when you show your skill set and your footwork when you can fight regardless of what's going on. There's so many fighters fighting regardless of what's going on. And to watch you again knock at the top of the food chain door, you know what I'm saying, as if you was the Grim Reaper, and now you saying hey can't make a JoJo fight. I really don't have no sympathy for him. I don't have no sympathy for him. My bad, time cut you off, but I don't have no sympathy for him, man. He did kind of irk me, kind of punch the nerve a little bit.
No pun. No pun.
I said what I had to say, yeah, because like I said, they fought better fighters with one hand. He can't fight a Jojo Diaz with one hand, but he's saying that he can beat those fighters. To me, nah. And then you losing because you're looking bad right now because that's 2 fights within less than a year and a half.
Yeah, because I think it was earlier
this year. Yeah, this year. 2 fights this year.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's looking bad.
And then another thing is, again, especially for that build up to the Shakur fight, all this breaking in the house, stealing passports, all this other stuff going on, and you missing another opportunity. It sounds like an excuse at this point. Either that or you just the boxing klutz. I don't know what it is, but you need to get in that ring soon.
Because say this would happen in the middle of a fight, would he just quit the fight? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Exactly.
That's a good way of looking at it. Let me see if I could take the flip side of it. If we were in a fight, I think Pops would tell him to finish the fight. However, going into the fight, knowing that you already are down a hand,
We watched the person. Look, matter of fact, the
I get
person
what
he
y'all saying. I'm
called
trying
out.
to find a way to defend it. I agree, but I'm trying to find a way to defend it. You can see I'm doing bad because I really agree.
You know how some people say Shakur, remember the fight that gave Shakur the nickname of Pillow Hands? To me, again, I defended that fight through and through. That's still one of the best performances as a boxer for me as a viewer to be like, wow, you came in this fight with one hand and was able to make this man so petrified that he still didn't, knowing after a couple of rounds, I'm pretty sure it cooked after a couple of rounds, that he still didn't want to go in that ring and go toe to toe with you. Why did it? It didn't even have to be public that your hand was hurt. Get in here and show your skills.
That's true. That's true. I mean,
but on the flip side, you gotta think about it. Okay, so what if he had lost the fight because of that one hand? Then his stock would way down, losing to Jojo Diaz. Even if it's
I
just
think
one
that's
hand.
when.
No, that's his fault in the first place for taking the risk anyway. Regardless, what if he lose with both his hands healed? Still the same risk.
Wait. Hold up, Reagan.
It's still the same risk. Well, that's what
I
I'm
get
getting
what
to
you.
the bottom
Okay,
of.
I get what you're saying. You're saying even if he would have went in the ring with both hands healed and JoJo catch him with a quick
It's
one,
still
and
the
you
same exact
catch
same
him off
risk.
guard and you lose. Okay,
Yes,
okay, I get
it's
what
But
still
you're
the
saying.
same
it's
risk.
more of a risk with one hand. It's more of a risk with one hand.
It's more of a risk there. The second part is, if he was to lose, I think his camp would have just came out and it would have been revealed that hey, he fractured his hand before the
Yep.
fight, and this is so. Either way, it would have been an excuse.
He would have said Shakur won one hand.
I mean, but we doing it now, so either
Yeah,
way,
we just did it now. Yeah, we just did it now. Yeah,
we would
you
have been
right.
having the same argument.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Look, it's like it's one of those situations. Dang if you do, dang if you don't.
Yeah, and also, I mean, the reason why I really agree with y'all more than when I was trying to play devil's advocate is because let's say you go in there with the bad hand, and now you do have one of those Shakur moments. Now this is another moment where it's like, see, you went in there with a bad hand, and you proved it to yourself. Like he came out and said he feel like it's another missed opportunity, and then Pops came out and was like, well, it's too much of a risk, but it's. I think the reward outweighs the risk in this one because you go out and now you adding more to your legacy. Like that's all boxing is, right? And I think that's what this whole episode is basically centered around: is what's your legacy gonna be at the end of the day? Are you gonna be known for taking down the best of the best? Are you gonna be known for fighting who you want and doing exhibitions? Like I think that's what just boxing is at today. It's like you got to pick these two lanes, and once you pick a side, you kind of got to stay there because if you cross over, we're gonna be on the end of the red corner calling you. Would you say? Would you say he is, Ricky?
Oh, I forgot already. I
Instead of
forgot.
boxing klutz or something like that.
Oh, the boxer class, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see, man. It sucks that Kid Austin gotta go through this one, but maybe once he heals up, he'll knock on that door again and see if he can get that rematch with
Hopefully
Shakur.
so. Hopefully so.
He don't want Shakur.
Maybe he can fight Tia.
oh,
Maybe he can fight Haney. We don't know. There's other names out
oh
there.
no.
I'm just throwing it out there. I mean,
Yeah.
he might want to fight Haney after we see what happened to him. Never mind. Let's go here. I know this next segment we mainly do all the up and coming fights, which we're going to get to in just a second. But there was two fights, one that's a possibility and one that has contract negotiations going on right now. So we just want to touch on those two before we get into the scheduled up and coming fights, right? It was announced Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios, right? They say they're closing in on a deal for the WBC welterweight title fight in the first quarter of next year. So fellas, Ryan Garcia, Mario Barrios. What you think about that?
He better not lose.
Who is he?
Ryan.
Oh,
Ryan better not lose. I should already know that. He better not lose.
I thought you were saying that for Mario.
Didn't Mario Barrios just strangle with a 55-year-old or 40? I don't know. How old is he? How old he is?
62. So no, I'm playing.
How old he is for real? He struggled with somebody too. He struggled with an old dude ain't falling years. Okay, if Ryan loses to him, he might as well just take TikTok. I don't know.
Man, he might need to start training.
Yeah.
He might need.
I give it a
Start training.
Ryan fight anybody though. I give him that. He'll fight anybody. I give him that, but don't.
Yeah, you know what? Yes, Ryan. I give him that.
Win, lose, or draw, he'll fight anybody.
And then yeah, he'll fight anybody, and yeah, I give it to him. I'm not taking that away from him. But he better not lose. He can't lose the Barrios. He can't lose the Barrios, regardless. You can't lose the Barrios. Like, you know, Barrios is what would you grade Barrios as a fighter, Ty?
C?
B minus?
B minus. Yeah, like a B minus.
C plus.
Because he struggled with Manny Pacquiao, bro.
C plus.
Yeah. The only reason I give him a B minus is because he is still
C plus.
He's not a gatekeeper because he still keeps getting something. Yeah. And he still keep making good fights. It's just that it just depends on who shows up that night. That's all.
I give him B minus because he struggled with Manny Pacquiao.
That's why.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'll go with B minus. I was saying C plus, but I go with B minus.
You might be right with that C plus though, because the struggle with Pacquiao was real. That was.
I'm gonna say C plus.
Oh, maybe it was too much respect.
Nah,
I'm gonna say C plus. What's the respect? The history, the longevity, like you want to fight.
That's one of them things.
He looked up to.
Yeah, somebody look up to an older gentleman. You know,
you get hurt. You don't respect nobody in the ring.
True.
That's true. True. And then you got us on in the red corner calling you a C plus B minus fighter. I'm gonna say C plus. I might go up to B minus depending upon how you look against Ryan. Because Ryan can give you the same thing. He could be on one night and then it could be completely off, and then it could be right in the middle. Like you don't know which Ryan you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Just stay off the Coke. Okay.
Drink Pepsi. The next one that was announced. These two have been going back and forth every time they see each other. I mean, some people just want T.O. to fight instead of just keep talking about fighting, and then next thing you know, end up ducking the fight for some said reason we don't know. But Shakur and T.O. Quick thoughts. I guess that's it.
I'm going for I'm going to say Shakur. I want to know, is it going to be, what weight class is it going to be at? Is it going to be at 140?
That's a good question. I mean, I'll look into that and I'll get back to you.
Oh, we can't hear you.
You on mute, Ty.
You're on mute. No, I can't hear you now.
Nah, you can't hear nothing. Might be at 140 since Ty started talking.
So if it's at 140.
Let's say 140. Let's just set it at 140.
If it's at 140, I'm going to still go with Shakur because, again, Shakur has the skill set to win regardless. And I don't see T.O. going down to 135. So, yes, 140, I'm going with Shakur. And Shakur's skill set outweighs T.O.'s at any given time. He's going to frustrate. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I got Shakur winning that fight easily. Because think about T.O., if you're not coming at him, he struggles.
Yeah.
And Shakur knows this. He struggles with boxers. Shakur knows this. So that's why Shakur took this fight. But like I said, Shakur ain't scared to move up and fight the top fighters like some people.
Should have been done a long time ago. But anyway.
Take it away, Rick.
All right. We are here for the upcoming fights. All right. We're going to start with, again, these are all the fights in November, key fights in November. So November 8th, Fort Worth, Texas. On the zone, we have Virgil Ortiz versus Erickson Lubin. Now, who do we got winning?
Is this a title fight? I'm just asking.
No, he don't have a title.
No, it's an interim. It's an interim.
Yeah.
WBC interim to be exact.
Give me Ortiz. I think.
And Fondor has the belt for this. That's what they fighting to fight. So,
Yeah.
I
I mean, whoever won gonna lose the next fight.
am going with Ortiz only because I haven't seen Lubin fight in a while. Even though this is not a cakewalk. This is not a cakewalk at all. But Ortiz has shown that he can adapt. To me, he has shown he can adapt in the ring in various situations. So I'm leaning Ortiz.
I'm going with my gut. I'm going Lubin.
You
Some
hungry?
telling me the same thing too, but
I'm going Lubin. Lubin has fought harder fighters than Ortiz, so he has more experience in getting tougher fights. And I think he can also figure out Ortiz. Ortiz is going to adapt, but I think Lubin can adapt also. So,
and if Lubin wins this, I definitely want to see him fighting Boots. Just want to put that on record.
You said you do?
Yes.
Well, he got a title to go get.
he don't got the titles.
Yeah.
Next
Who don't care
fight.
about titles? Who don't care about titles? Lubin?
Timberland.
Somebody that fought Lima.
Oh my goodness. He cares about titles?
We don't.
Lugs. Timberland.
But look, but listen though. But listen, I just thought about this. Oh my brain just exploded.
Steel toe.
If he wins this tie,
Who?
he gets another shot at Fondor. So you gotta get the Fondor and Lubin too.
Yeah.
That would be tough. Cause they laughed that when they first fought, that was intense.
Because I want to see that, I'm changing my pick. I want to go back to Lubin. I think I just because I want to see that. I want to see that.
Yeah.
I think whoever wins, like I said in the beginning, whoever wins is going to lose the next fight because of who they got to fight. But I would like to see that.
I think Lubin gonna win. I have a feeling. I could be wrong, but
two Lubins, one Ortiz. All right. So November 14th. Same date, supposed to be on the Jake and Tank fight. So we don't know who Jake fighting, but we still have a bunch of title fights on here. So first title fight. Elysium Baumgartner versus Layla. I'm sorry, Layla. I'm not gonna butcher your name. At 12-3. Hold on.
They doing?
This is for Baumgartner's WBA, WBO, IBF junior lightweight titles on November 14th. So who you got? Alicia?
Alicia.
Baumgartner. Yeah. Woo. That's all I had to say. All right.
What?
All right. The next title fight on the same day. I already know what you. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it for kicks and giggles. So we have Gary Antoine Russell versus Andy Hiroka. For Russell's WBA junior welterweight. In unison we go.
Gary
Russell.
Russell.
Yeah. All right. So next one, title fight. We have Shanika Johnson versus Amanda Gale. 10 rounds for Johnson's undisputed women's bantamweight championship.
What's that?
I'm going with Johnson.
What's that title?
Bantamweight. Oh yeah, he said Batman last time. That's what
there
he
we
said.
go.
Batman.
The Batman weight. Oh man, but go ahead. Who you pick?
I picked Johnson. Ty? Oh Lord. Ty? No.
I'm going with Johnson.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she retains the title.
And we got the next title fight. Huh?
Crazy name, but I think she retains the title.
Gotcha. So we got all Johnson. Okay, so the next one, forgive me for your names. We have title fight. We have Yacosta Vale versus Yadira Bastillos. For Vale's WBC Women's Strawweight title. I'm undecided on this one. I'm gonna be 100% honest. This is too low of a weight class for me. So I don't know if you guys know anything or who you would pick on this one.
I don't know who they are. So
You got me on that one.
I'm gonna go with Let me see. I'm trying to see who has the easiest name. I'm going with Vail, the easier name.
I won't say you need have to look. Vail the easiest one.
Okay.
But Stillos.
All right, so November 22nd, and Saudi Arabia. We got main card. So title fight with Benavidez versus Yarde. Who do you guys have? Ty?
Benavidez.
What made you change?
I told you, Yard. I watched Yard's fight, and Yard, when he fights top competition, he loses. And I think Benavidez, even though his power's not translating, I think he's still a smarter fighter than Yard.
I'm going with Yarde.
Okay.
Going with Yarde.
I think Ricky might have to watch this fight in slow motion. I'm gonna go with Benavidez.
Next title fight on the same card, we have Jesse Rodriguez versus Fernando Martinez. For Rodriguez, WBC Junior Bantamweight title, and Martinez, WBA Junior Bantamweight title. In unison, Rodriguez.
Bantamweight. Oh,
Jesse Rodriguez.
Bantamweight.
Another one in unison. We have, matter of fact,
Mason.
we have Abdullah Mason versus Sam Noakis.
Nope.
12 rounds for the vacant WBO lightweight title in unison.
Mason.
Brian
Norman. Come on.
Yep.
Title fight. Brian Norman Jr. I had to look at tag. I already know. I don't know how this is gonna go. No, Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin Haney for Norman's WBO welterweight title in unison.
Norman.
Haney.
You talking who gonna win or who gonna lose?
Yes. Who gonna win?
Norman. Yeah. You said the wrong name.
Moving on. We have title fight.
Moving. Yeah, we gotta go. Go ahead.
Title fight. We got Sabril Matias versus Dalton Smith for 12 rounds. WC Junior welterweight title. And who do we have?
Dalton Smith.
Matias.
I'm going Matias.
I'm going Matias.
Dalton Smith. Matias does one thing and one thing only.
And look, even though he was one trick pony, it seems to work.
Not in this fight.
Okay. That's it for all the upcoming fights. Even though I'm want to pick on y'all about why y'all not picking Haney, but it's all good. It's all right. We can say that for another episode.
We got another episode. We got Instagram chats. There's several ways that you all can get in contact with us. What you was about to say, Ty? You was about to say something, Ty?
Nah, I was about to say you loafing. Thinking of Haney.
Yeah, we agree there. So, with that being said, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure you comment. And before we get out of here, just want to ask you guys how you think this episode went. Ty, I'm gonna start with you.
I think it went great.
Ricky,
straight to the point. Yeah, that's straight to the point. This episode was good. Yeah, Just waiting. I'm ready for the next one.
Oh yeah, I gotta say one thing. Stop hating on Bud, everybody. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, here we go.
I agree. I second that one. Yeah, let the man be great. Let the man be great. Instead of hating, man, pick up some fighters so he can knock out. That's all.
It don't matter if you win, no matter what, because they're gonna find something wrong with it anyway. Because he beat Dagon Canelo, they still saying he picked him at the right time, blah blah blah. Even though I knew this, but they still say lose to him. So if you pick him to lose and he beats your man, get over it.
We can't please everybody. So I'm satisfied with how Bud is moving. Him and his camp is moving. Again, one thing we're not and we cannot say, he is fighting the best of the best. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Or Bud in this case.
I like that.
No ifs, ands, or buds.
I like that. And also, if you want to see how we just came up with that concept just now, if you feel as though you want to be a sponsor for In the Red Corner, because we can always use sponsors here over at Refuse to Lose. Just know that we come up with the greatest commercials. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Drink Pepsi. Wake them up, Rick. Straight to the point, Ty.
Lead numbers.
Sleep numbers. Can't pronounce the name, Tom. It is what it is over here. You never know what you're gonna get, but you always know that you're going to get some high class entertainment when you tap into Refuse to Lose. And this is In the Red Corner, and we catch y'all at the next fight. We out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.